Hey, what's up guys, it's me, I'm here from iTech Everything, and how are you doing? Hope you're safe, and today is a very special day for me. So here's a bit what happened last year on this date. So you can go to the timestamps in the description and skip to the part you want to know about. So let me begin with the backstory of today's day. So 1 year ago on 18th April 2019, I bought my iPhone XR. So I picked it up from the Apple store and it was an amazing day. So I ordered it and paying 1000 rupees as a booking. I bought it on 15th April and I got it, I picked it up from the Apple store on 18th of April. So yeah, I got it after 3 days, but it's totally worth the wait because the iPhone XR was selling like so fast, and I got it for 53,000 with some discount added to it, and it was a pretty good deal. So now let's begin with my in-depth review and my 1 year experience with this device, and should you buy it, and we will be discussing everything. And let me know if I go wrong in some part and I missed something out. You can definitely leave that in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. So let's begin. Face ID. So let's talk about the feature that everyone loves. But that's not the case with me. I actually like the feature, but it's not as secure as Apple claimed. So Apple claims that two identical twins could easily get into each other's devices, but the case with me is that my cousin, who doesn't even look a bit similar to me, and the skin tone difference between us both is drastic, and he can easily unlock my phone without any issues using Face ID, but the thing is, I can't unlock his. This is very weird, but the iOS 13 has passed this bug, but still this continues to happen slowly. So I don't know why, but it is a very convenient and secure method of unlocking. I know I might make a video on this facial thing. I haven't revealed it to anyone else right now, but it was just a fact that I would like to share here. But otherwise, Face ID is great, and also the XR has the second generation Face ID, which is also pretty good. So let's talk about the next topic, cameras. So cameras on the iPhone XR are fire. They are so good that you can take amazing photographs like DSLR level from this phone. But if you're talking about video, you can't get the background blur, but that's no problem. You can actually see that this video is actually being recorded on the iPhone XR, and I'm currently looking at the iPhone XR. And also, it has a quote-unquote technically quad camera setup on the front, so it's actually not a real quad camera setup, but I like to call it just for the sake of it. It's actually for 3 infrared cameras for Face ID, which also add in the feature for portrait functionality for faces and also objects on the front camera, and also with these all 6 effects of portrait mode. But honestly, I don't get the point with holding your phone towards an object with the front camera, and it's not the best quality as well. It's a 7 megapixel front camera and 12 megapixel back camera, and to be honest, it is pretty great. Battery. So this is another point, and this is where the iPhone XR does extremely good. So just when I bought the iPhone XR, I played a classic match of PUBG with my brother, and I just reduced 2% of battery life. So if there's someone who doesn't know what PUBG is and what's a classic match in that, so classic match in PUBG is about 20 minutes, and I'm not gonna go in deep what PUBG exactly is, but you can actually search that out if you don't know. I think you know that. And also it is pretty good, and that incredible battery life is still with me today. So my mileage of battery life varies from 5 hours a day to 11 hours in a day in quarantine, and this phone gets me through easily. So coming on to the next point is sound quality. Sound quality is amazing on this device. So the audio quality is very good, and also you have a stereo speaker system, which means that you also get output from your left speaker. So now if you're a gamer and if you're too pro and you actually care about everything, I definitely recommend headphones. But if you're playing it for fun, and even if you're like a mid-range player, you might be attending tournaments, you can actually get away with the speaker, and you can actually figure out where the shots footsteps are coming from, which is amazing. Performance of the iPhone XR. So the performance of the iPhone XR is top notch. I cannot compare the performance of any iPhone with anything, and it is actually incredible. So it has the A12 Bionic chipset, which was the flagship chipset of 2018. And also it has a 3GB RAM module, which is fine, and you can get through everything fluid smooth. It is fast, it's smooth, it doesn't hang like Android devices, yeah. It is super fast. Like the camera photography features, they are enabled using the A12 Bionic, and they work amazingly. You can easily play few games of PUBG and it works fine. You can actually get the high graphics set and no battery drainage issues, and it will run very smooth. It is very great. Let's talk about the display of the iPhone XR. It doesn't have a 1080p display, but it does have a higher resolution than the 720p. It's 828p and it has 326 pixels per inch. So it is actually pretty good, and you can't even see a single pixel. And like, as much as people criticize it for not having an OLED panel, it is not that bad. Also, it shares the same display as the iPhone 11, and you know, it's actually better than most of the OLEDs of the mid-range category. It actually like kills them all, and it is way better than those mid-range 1080. Okay, so let's talk about the design and build of the iPhone XR. So it has a sleek aluminium design, and like, no one has noticed this, but it is slightly thicker than the iPhone SE, like the old generation. That's a fact. And also, it has glass on both the sides and on the back side, enabling wireless charging, a pretty good one. And it feels premium, and it's available in 5 colors: red, white, black, coral, yellow, and product red, which are all amazing colors. Also, the iPhone 11 is like compromised on these. If you like one of those, I'm really sorry you don't have in the new version. Also, the iPhone XR leads in durability in at least the iPhone lineup, and it is one of the best in durability in anywhere, even in the iPhones. Like, there might be one iPhone which is more durable than this one, but this is still one of the best, and it doesn't bend automatically. Let's talk about connectivity. It has a 4G LTE band network, and it works pretty fine. Like, its speed is good. And with Jio, they're offering 21 to like around 21 or 25 megabytes per second as a peak speed with the mobile data, and I have got up to 23 megabytes, like averages from 21 to 23 megabytes per second, and it runs pretty smooth. And even with the Wi-Fi, you can get 28 megabytes per second with a 100 megabyte per second router. Like, you know, no one's gonna offer like the exact speeds, because always there are going to be many devices connected to the Wi-Fi, and as you go away from the router, then that time you're actually going to decrease on speeds, and that's general in everything. And if you're thinking that why am I getting so many low speeds, it's not the problem of your phone, it's actually the problem of your distance from the router and the device. So yeah, that's just a fact. And also, my brother has the 5G network and he gets pretty good speeds. He has 100 megabytes per second, but he has many TVs, smartphones, iPads, iPhones and iPad, many things connected to it. So of course, he's gonna get 30 megabytes per second as his peak speed. But upload is also 30 megabytes per second, which is amazing. The ecosystem. So this applies to any iPhone which is out there, but I'm talking about the iPhone XR here, and it does the job pretty well, like even better than the other iPhones. I'm talking about the older ones, of course, older than the iPhone XR. You can actually get speeds of AirDrop which are pretty good. Now, on the later versions of the iPhone, we have the U1 chip which enables even faster transfer. Also, if you have AirPods or any other Apple device like iPad, iMac, Apple TV subscriptions, Apple Music subscriptions, everything else made by Apple will connect and work very smoothly with your iPhone or any other Apple device as such, because Apple has made it perfect, and this is where Apple excels way more than any other company. Samsung's trying to do their best, but no one near Apple. So let's talk about Animoji. So it's a good feature, and it also comes down to personal preference if you want to use it or not. But definitely I love it to use it while communicating to my friends and using it to express our feelings. Like in this time in quarantine, it's actually pretty fun not showing your real face, but an good enough emoji which can represent your face pretty good with even the smallest expressions you make with the infrared sensor in your iPhone, which is amazing. Also, you have Memoji, which is available in any other iPhone. Now, the last question from everyone, which is a very common question: should you buy it? So, in my opinion, yes, but no. So, if you have some more money, you can spend like around $130, which is 10,000 rupees, in fact, and you can get the A13 Bionic, the industry-leading chip, and another ultra-wide and wide lens camera, and also extra GB RAM, the U1 chip. It's gonna work pretty good on the iPhone 11. But if you want to spend a little bit low, then you can get the iPhone XR for sure. Also, more discounts will be coming on this in India as well, because currently the situation as it's going on, the prices have increased by a bit, but they will surely drop down soon. You can also consider the iPhone SE, which is newly launched and which is a great device as well. Honestly, it is a great device, but many people in India are hating it for its high price, and I'll talk about it in my next video, or a video I'll be putting out soon. Let's not get off topic, but you can definitely consider the iPhone XR as your main device for day-to-day use, as it leads in performance and it's capable, it's secure, it's having great speeds, fluidity, connectivity, and it leads in pretty much everything. It's pretty good priced at 40k. Currently it's 40,000 rupees, but when I bought it, it was 53,000 rupees. Because that was like around a few months later of the launch. So currently today's the day when I bought it, and my warranty has expired, the main Apple standard warranty. This was a video, hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you disliked this video, you can hit that button, but if you loved it, then hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, stay safe, peace out.